Let's play a game, everybody. Watch this. Computer, show me the dumbest take of 2017. What will it take to beat Trump? The case for a generic Democrat. Democrats don't need inspiration or revolution to win in 2020. They just need somebody bland and inoffensive, kind of like Doug Jones. I feel like giving up when I read something like this. Let's refute this in under 10 seconds. Ready, set, go. There were over 1,000 seats lost under Barack Obama where they ran generic Democrats. Hillary Clinton was a generic Democrat. She lost to Donald Trump, a reality show buffoon. Time. Less than 10 seconds, already refuted your incredibly shitty thesis. But it's Politico. What do you expect? They have to coddle the fucking ball sack. Coddle the balls and fucking go, coddle the ball sack of the establishment Democrats. You know, let's do incrementalism. Let's serve Wall Street. Let's serve the military-industrial complex. Let's serve private health insurance companies. But we don't hate gays and black people. Yay! Love us. Do you love us? Do you love us? No, you're a fucking wolf in sheep's clothing. You're going to do the status quo over and over and over and then shame us for daring to want to improve our lives and improve the system. Fucking fall in line. Fucking third party, green voter, fucking pie in the sky, unicorn, fairy dust, asshole. Fall in line and expect nothing. Take the status quo. Why don't you vote for? Why don't you love us? Unbelievable. Okay. So let me give you some of this piece here. He says, Democrats, still reeling from last year's wipeout, have been embroiled in a debate over how to fix what went wrong in 2016. Should they tack left or center? Woo white working-class voters with an ambitious economic agenda, or double down on the base by blitzing Donald Trump on bigotry, prioritize health care, inequality, oligarchy, democracy? The Doug Jones upset in deep red Alabama may have just rendered these debates irrelevant. The Senate's newest member did not embrace single-payer health care, free college, or a $15 minimum wage. It's like he's taking a shot directly at Justice Democrats there, and directly at everything you want to do. He did not swerve right on abortion and guns. In fact, he didn't have any signature policy proposals at all. What Jones did was take off the shelf the most pallid Democratic talking points. Quality, affordable health care. College must be affordable. I believe in science. Discrimination cannot be tolerated. And campaigned with a pleasant, inoffensive demeanor. He was boring. He was safe. He was Mr. Generic Democrat. And it worked. You forgot one very important line. His opponent was a pedophile. Weird, you left that out. That would seemingly be the entire fucking ball game now, wouldn't it? But strange, you left it out and focused on all the shit about Doug Jones that nobody cared about. He's arguing for Democrats that believe in nothing. That's what he's arguing for. He said it because he even added the line, oh, they weren't for, free college or single-payer health care or $15 minimum wage. But he even added the line, he didn't swerve right on abortion and guns. So he's not even saying, hey, run like right-wing-ish Democrats. What he's saying is, run inoffensive Democrats who are generic, you don't even know what they believe. So you want to elect politicians where you don't know what they believe. That's what you want. You think it's a good idea to elect people where they just spew literally platitudes and cliches at you all day. Discrimination is bad. We should lead with our values. We should break down the barriers. So you want the fucking Tickle Me Elmo doll where you pull the string and it's like, discrimination is bad. We should be kind to minorities. Put hope on the ballot. That's what you want? So you want people who don't believe anything. Why are you even involved in politics? Why are you even involved in politics? You know, the whole idea of politics is policy. Like, let's get policies implemented that improve everybody's life. You're saying, no, I don't even need you to tell me about anything specific that would improve my life. Treat people like they're idiots. Tell them nothing. And just spew cliches. And then you can get elected that way. You have literally one example of that working, and the opponent was a pedophile. I have 1,000 of it not working because the Democrats lost 1,000 seats under Barack Obama. They lost the presidency to Donald Trump with Hillary Clinton, who is the exact kind of Democrat you're talking about. Hillary Clinton's whole fucking stump speech was platitudes and cliches. America is already great. Zippity skidoo. And people went, now, what's the evidence on our side of this debate? Well, number one, Bernie Sanders is by far and away the most popular politician in America. And had the DNC not rigged the primary, perhaps he'd be president right now. So he's already the most popular politician in America by 1.5 miles. But this is where people say, oh, but he's not in office, so that's not the direction to go. Okay, so in your mind, the only evidence that counts is winning elections. You got to get down to brass tacks and get down to the fact of the matter. Okay. You do know that in the last election, over 12 Democratic Socialists won, right? So even by their own metric, his metric is elections. That's all that counts. I don't care about popularity ratings. I don't even care about the individual favorability of different policies. Every policy he mentioned there, $15 minimum wage, single-payer health care, free college, every single one of them well over 50%, 80% for raising the minimum wage, 60% for Medicare for all. He's like, I don't care about that. I don't care. Poll numbers, irrelevant. All I care about is elections. Well, number one, you shouldn't disregard all the polls on the individual issues. Of course you shouldn't. But even if I buy into his framing, okay, elections are all that counts. Over 12 Democratic Socialists just won in the last election. In fact, you go across the board, almost across the board, voters picked the furthest left option available. Now, in Doug Jones, he beat a pedophile fundamentalist theocrat who literally rode to the fucking voting booth on a horse because he's a hokey motherfucker who's disgusting and he's from the year 1817. He beat a pedophile by 2 points. And he's like, that's it. We have the perfect candidate. So run the same strategy that lost to Donald fucking Trump and lost the Democrats 1,000 seats because we have one example of one winner where he won by 2 points over a pedophile. There has never been a person as stupid as the author of this article, and there's never been an outlet as dumb as Politico. And by the way, remember, Politico's the outlet that wrote, Bernie Sanders' wing of the party is giving the establishment Democrats a pass in this election. I'm paralyzed by the stupidity and the ignorance of that comment. We're running 51 candidates, Justice Democratic candidates. 51. 51. From the second that election was over, we worked as hard as we could up until today, and they disregard all of that work. All of it. They don't acknowledge it for a second. They don't care about you. They're spitting in your fucking eye. They're disrespecting you, saying the plebs are too unserious to care about real issues and improve their lives with something like a living wage. By the way, notice the framework of this article is all that matters is winning. The Democrats need to win. But what if the Democrats win and they have all candidates like Doug Jones? Well, then you have a Democratic Party that's a Republican Party. They're the Republican light party. That's what that is. These guys, these authors would take, all Joe Manchins on the Democratic side in the House and the Senate. But if you get Joe Manchins, what do you get? Well, for example, Joe Manchin just voted for the deregulation of Wall Street further. So you want a Democratic Party that's for the deregulation of Wall Street. You want a Democratic Party that's not for any policies that would actually materially improve people's lives. So then why are you involved in politics? Why are you involved in it? What are you fighting for? They believe in nothing. They believe in nothing. Literally, they believe in nothing. And they look at you when you say, hey, let's implement these overwhelmingly popular ideas. They look at you and go, the debate is over, and we are not going to actually improve people's lives. Thank you very much. Don't stand up for this shit, man. We have to fight back, and we have to win. justicedemocrats.com/fight. Donate today so that we can beat these idiots, and then we can rub it in their fucking face and say, see, all you had to do was put populist left on the ballot, and then the Democrats win from here until forever, and they actually improve your life. It's not like these guys where if these Democrats were to win, then we all sit around and go, hey, we should do more center-right ideas and not help people.